get your screw in it. Use a posi if you're not used to one of these. Don't screw it too tight, otherwise you split it. Do that, exactly the same all over. Stops all them metal fibres getting in your silicone. Beautiful. Right. Now I fit a lot of shower cubicles in my time, but this one, it's not glass in that thick. It's only a slim one. This will be a very reasonable price cubicle. And I've fit really expensive cubicles, and I've fit really cheap cubicles, and I've fit in between cubicles. And this one, it's lovely. I tell you what, it's one of the best I've seen there. That, some right force there, beautiful. It runs like a dream. Runs like a Formula 1 this, do you know what I mean? There's some cubicles which are a couple of grand and they're crap. This will be a very reasonable price. And I tell you what, it does the job. What you've got to remember is the cubicles, depending, if you're in a big family, they're not going to last that long cubicle. You might think it's going to last long, but it's not. Doors will start hanging off in about 3 to 4 years, or you'll need to replace the runners. So if you buy a reasonable price one, instead of these really fancy swanky ones, when it comes to it, you just buy another one. And you still saving money because it's still cheaper than the ones that you were originally going to buy. So you just got to bear that in mind. I know these manufacturers won't like me saying this, but honesty is the best policy. And this is banging. This is all what you need. All what a cubicle is it stops the splashes from coming out of the shower. Now if you spray water onto it, it's going to come out of the shower. Now this is going to do the job lovely. Same as every other one. I'm impressed, and it's more well easy to fit. You tend to find the more expensive they are, the more harder they are to fit. And that's just from experience. Right, we'll crack on. So when we're doing this first tile bit, when we're doing this first tile bit, yeah, then we need to open the hole. So like so. Don't be tempted to just hammer it through your cracked tile. And then keep doing it, and then after, so I don't do another one, swap to a bigger bit, do the same again. You're on my YouTube channel, I'll show you how, like this. Porcelain tiles, these nightmare. But you don't go through the wall. This wall's not very thick. That'll do. Then swap to your next size up. Do the same again. it's going to go in enough. That's going to go in enough. Then what I do, check the plug. Oh yeah, see that? I can work that. That wants to be a bit bigger. Got to watch it. See that end bit there? You got to watch that. Otherwise, you could split tile. These porcelain tiles are a nightmare to drill. So you do it in stages like that. Because these walls are crap. Use my mega stick. Mega stick, fill the hole. Beautiful. Then I want the other plug. There's my other plug. Firm it up like so. Always turn your gun off. My mate left it open. And get that in. Rubber mallet like that. And best way for this is hold that bolt up like that. There is a little notch here for you to do it. So that is very tricky. Pull that up like that. Get that in so, like so. Depending on which bolts you have, some of them have a star key there, which is a lot easier. Bolt your bolt up. Now in these walls, there's not much here. You know what I mean? There's not much here. Take that off. Once this foam goes off in there, that'll be solid. Because that foam will compact. Do the same on the other side, and then the sink's ready to go on top. Instructions there where he wants everything. This is a better fit, this one. You can feel it as it going in. That went in too freely. That is going in on lash. Problem when the walls aren't good, you see, and there's no what you can do. So you have to adapt, improvisation, think outside the box. And there we go. Get the sink on it now. Just get a pair of grips. That'll do for now. So, because whoever did this first fix did it so good. Look at that, it just fits like a dream. Do you know what I mean? Just fits like a dream. Tell you what, that must have been good. So this is an air trap. So the difference is between this and a normal trap, this lets air in but it don't let water out. Because see, this waste is up into the bath waste. So what you want is one of them vented. So when one goes, it won't suck. Because what happens is if you T2 waste in, and you say you let the bath out, and the water in this one, the bath waste, as it's going past the T, it can suck the trap, and it can suck the water out of the trap. And that's where you hear it gurgling. So the idea of this waste is, instead of it sucking the water out of that trap there, it'll suck the air in that inlet, down there, boom, straight through and out. So that way, when the bath's running away, this trap stays full, you get no smells, and that's the idea of it. So I'm straight on there, that's why I put the bolts on the wall, so I can just push that up. But firstly, what I want to do, even though these are my cowpan and these are the best you can get, but because there's a bit of tension there, and when I end up, see this sink, I'm going to have to lift the sink up slightly to push that pedestal underneath. So what I like to do is, I like to take this, there's already a washer on it. Now, if you don't choose to do this, you don't need to do this, but if you do this, I can guarantee it'll never leak, even when it's moved. And what have I been telling everyone? I've been telling everybody that you have to take the opposite way, and I've just done it wrong. See, everybody can make mistakes, but you know the only difference is with me, I correct my own mistake. So a cack handy. So you want to be taking that way. So just put that down there. Get that on there like so. And that's the way you want to be going. See, I was going the other way, so when I screwed this trap on, it would have screwed all my tape off, and then you're defeating the object, aren't you? So, if you do it that way, the correct undo way. Now, a lot of people say you don't need this, but I don't want to be coming back to Barnsley, do I? Do you know what I mean? So for sake of that, what's it took me? A couple of minutes. And then you watch that. When that pushes into that, look how nice and tight that is. Oh, baby. And see that? I can tighten that up as tight as I want, and it's not going to split that rubber. If you're only doing it with a rubber, you don't want to tighten it up too tight, because that metal will cut into the rubber, and then it'll leak. But because I'm lifting this sink up, when I'm tightening this on, I want it tight, so when I lift the sink up, the trap don't move, the rubber don't split. PTFE tape holds it. Bish bash bosh, job done. Is some John Guess. These are long flexis. The reason why they're long flexis, because I like them. And they look tidy. Now you can't tell me that don't look tidier than copper being up there. Make sure that they're not kinked. Yeah? The only time you'll ever have a problem with a flex is if you kink it. Make sure it's nice, like a dream. Then I'm going to put 2 isolators underneath. Hot, always to the left. Oh, water! We're not bothered about a bit of water in our firm. It just keeps dust down, you know what I mean? These are John Guest stop valves. So if you have an issue, bish bash bosh, turn it on. That's the difference of having to come out 12 o'clock at night. I'm not saying that I ever have to come out at 12 o'clock at night. I'm just saying if there was an issue at 12 o'clock at night, you wouldn't have to come out, would you? You know what I mean? If you're ever taking stuff out, make sure you push it in, twist and pull out, and it'll pull the fitting out. If you do it the other way, all sorts of complications. Push it down, push it in, pull it up. Push it down, pull it in, pull it up. You can get clips for them, but no one's ever got any. It's like all in life. Make them both same. Just we like the same. When you're using, this is up to a, see how I cut them straight, flat. There's no notches on. The only time you'll ever have a problem with plastic is if you don't use it properly. If you don't use it properly, it's like all in life. Look at cars. People drive them mad to blow up. People don't use plastic properly, it leaks. Simple. Push it down, pull it out. Push it down, pull it out. You don't have to do this on H2O, but you do on these, because you don't want it coming out. And if you are new to this, always use the clips. So I'll get that in there like that. Just get laid down. I'm getting too old to be bending over. I like just to cable tie it up. We have those isolators at the front there, like so. Make sure that's tight, make sure that's tight. Like so. Isolators always at the front, because if you need to turn them off, you need to go in at the front. Well, at the back of it, to turn them on and off. You turn them on and off there. Just tidy it up by cutting the end off. And there we go. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the water back on. We're going to test it all, and then I'm just going to slide that straight in. There you go. Another bathroom done. This is very tight, this bathroom, but they've got everything that they need in it. Just turn the light on. Look nice once floor goes in. Everything nice and tidy. They're having a glue floor now. That radiator is lovely. It's red hot. Just what you want for a bathroom, that. Once he's done flooring, I come back. I'm going to take the bath out for him. Put some chrome stems on them so you don't see it. Tap just falls right there. Look at that. That's measured to perfection without even bringing bath up. Toilet. Super soft, super soft. Shower. that cubicle has been one of the best I've fit. That shower was a nightmare to get on. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Very compact in this space here, but what do you need? All you need to do is get out and dry yourself, and you can do that. And you've got everything you want in a bathroom. Nice and tidy. You don't want thick beads of silicone, you want it nice and neat like that. It's beautiful. Another job done. I hope you've enjoyed this video, start to finish. I know it's fairly long, but it's all compact. It's a bit like a movie. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking in this camera. A bit like a movie. It's been a right job as this bathroom. It's tiny, but it's been one of the hardest I've done. Purely and simply because the roof was out, the floor's out, the whole house is on a slant. It's not a case of just self-levelling this floor, you can't do it. Because it won't match the doorway, and then it won't match the passage, and then it won't match the bedroom. So it's impossible. Sometimes in a bathroom floor, it can be out, and you can level it in the bathroom. This, you can't level it in the bathroom because the landing slants like that. The landing slants like that. And that slant comes into the bathroom. So without levelling the landing and the bedrooms, it's impossible to level this. If it were on the other side, you could easily level it, board it, self-level, bish bash bosh, bathroom level. But it's impossible. Sometimes, in fact it's very rare that I ever get stuck, but I have made it less of a slope for him, and his customers notice the massive difference in it. So it is 10 times better, but it's just impossible to get it level unless you level the passage, then level the bedrooms. Because if you tried leveling it here, what you'd end up with, so say that's your doorway there, you'd end up with it coming out like that into the passage. So the bathroom had sloped down into the passage, and every time you walked into the bathroom, you'd be kicking that, it'd be about 60 mil higher, and that's the reason why you can't do it. But it's turned out alright. It's lovely. They can crack on now, do a bit of painting, and wait until floorman comes. Floorman's coming on 3rd. It's going to be a nice glued floor. So I'm going to take bath out. I've raised the radiator already. It's only 3 mil. Push it underneath, and job's a good one. So thank you for watching MJC Kitchens and Bathrooms. I hope you've enjoyed it. And don't forget, if you don't follow me, and please hit the like buttons. Thank you very much.